All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fifth Quarter Podcast. This is episode one. On the Flight Room TV, we've decided to separate the two shows and actually create a sports podcast to try to keep things a little bit more focused. We feel like we got enough sports expertise to go ahead and do our own show. So hopefully y'all enjoy. I want to introduce everybody today. We got Reds, Randall. We got Brian Keys, we got Concourse P Phil, and we got Say Al Alex.
Hey.
All right, so the topic we're gonna start with today, the Redskins, we finally got another victory this week. The Cowboys didn't look pretty good. I mean, they didn't really look good at all, and it's looking really rough for their offense. So we also had Ryan Fitzpatrick get benched this week. So Tua's gonna go in there. He was playing well. Cowboys need a spark on offense. We got a guy like Ryan Fitzpatrick that can move the ball. Do y'all think it's actually worth it for the Cowboys to go ahead and try to make a trade and go after Ryan Fitzpatrick? What y'all think?
I would say, yeah, depending on if Andy Dalton is going to remain in concussion protocol. I don't think he's practiced this week. It wasn't like it didn't look good, that hit he took. So yeah, I mean, the Cowboys got a lot of offensive weapons, and you need somebody that's going to spread the ball out. So as a veteran, I don't think it would take too long for him to catch on. So maybe they do need to pick up the phone. But at the same time, I don't think Miami will give that up, knowing Tua was kind of fragile in college. So I don't think they would give that up.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I do think. Yeah, I do think it would be a good look, and I don't think Dallas would have to give up a lot to get him, to be honest. And they're gonna need that gunslinger mentality, somebody that's gonna air it out. I think he fits perfect for real with Dallas. But just like you said, the politics of the game, I think it's still good a veteran presence for Tua too. So I don't think Miami's gonna give it up that easy either.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't know. Like, what's the end game with that? Like, if like Dallas is not going to the playoffs, like, why would you pick up Fitzpatrick? And you know what I'm saying? They're like, what would be the purpose of that? Like, all right, so are you?
I don't know. Our division is so bad. Our division is bad though. All they need is like 6-7 games for real.
Did you not hear what I said? Dallas is not going to the playoffs. And there are extra teams making it to the playoffs this year. They're still not going to make the playoffs. And I'm saying that because it's, I don't know. Like, what would be the purpose of bringing Fitzpatrick in there? Like, okay, I don't know. I guess you could say that the same thing that Ron Rivera was thinking about benching Dwayne Haskins. They're just trying to make a run for it, right? But what is that?
But now it's about Jerry's ego. That's why I think they'll bring him in.
I can see that. So you're saying that ownership can come into play on that?
Oh yeah, it always does with that motherfucker. Does? Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a solid thing.
Yeah, I didn't think of it from that owner aspect. I was just thinking like, all right, Dak Prescott is like, where is he at? Like, what is the timeline for his recovery? What did they say his timeline is in here? Alex,
it'll be.
That's just probably TBD.
Yeah, that's just next year. But then that's another thing about Fitzpatrick. You ain't even gotta pay him.
He for the love.
You don't gotta pay him. That's what they want, man. That's the league for real. They don't want to pay nobody.
But nah, I can see that. I would like to know the end game.
I mean, I look at it like Dak was playing, the best football of his career so far, and they still wasn't, winning that many games. So you can bring in Ryan Fitzpatrick. He can make the offense, somewhat competent, but is that going to, put the team over the edge? I mean, is this just a rental? You know what I'm saying? Is that the intention of bringing him in just to try to, like you were saying, Brian, just to try to get into the playoffs? And if your intention is just to get into the playoffs and NFC East is bad, I don't really think you have. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with the move, but long term, that's not really a solution because that defense is still going to be bad. So it's not like he's going to make them, a Super Bowl team. But either way, they still have a puncher's chance to get in the playoffs. I think he definitely gives you a puncher's chance to get into the playoffs. So, I mean, it might be worth it if they go. Right. But I mean, Alex, you the Cowboys fan, so give us your opinion. What you think, man?
Hell no. Ain't no way in hell I would trade for Ryan Fitzpatrick, and ain't nothing wrong with Ryan Fitzpatrick. But I think Andy Dalton's a better quarterback than Ryan Fitzpatrick. But if anything, if we're gonna make any type of trade, I don't think that a trade should be made for a quarterback. I think a trade would need to be made for our offensive line. You could have Steamin' Joe Namath back there or Willie Beeman back there, but if you ain't got nobody to protect this motherfucking ass, he ain't gonna have no time to throw the ball, hand it off, or do anything of the sort. And yes, once again, I know the Redskins front four and front seven, or their defensive line is upper echelon, but it literally was like I dropped back to pass or I dropped back to whatever, and it's a meeting at the quarterback. So you got so many different pieces out at offensive line. If anything, you have to make a play to get an offensive line. You can't make a play to get a quarterback, in my eyes, or even a defensive line. The only way I'm a trade is if I'm getting an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman. Other than that, I don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick is the person that will solve our woes.
Do you have a quarterback you will run with?
I said Andy Dalton. I mean, I would let Andy Dalton run for the rest of the season. I mean,
what if he can't play for a couple weeks, Al? What are you gonna do?
Hey,
who do you even suit up after? Who's the dude? Danucci, whatever the motherfucking name is.
It's Garrett Gilbert. But listen, hear me out.
They went to Texas.
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, yeah.
He's been like a journeyman, like a third string journeyman, like his whole career.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I mean, even still, and once again, it's not on. It shouldn't be on the quarterback to try to make, the entire. I mean, I know he has to be the glue and try to make the team better, but it shouldn't be on the quarterback to be a hero for this team right here, right now. I think the quarterback is supposed to control and make sure that we don't lose the game in some way aspects. But I also we also seen how some quarterbacks come in and play without no tape on them, and they come in and they play for 2 or 3 games where we can look back and see Nick Mullins, and then also at the same time you can see other quarterbacks who came from undrafted or the bottom of the draft or what have you, and then made a name for themselves, i.e. maybe even this is probably going to sound bad, but I mean, that's how Tony Romo got his start. Tony Romo was an undrafted motherfucker, and he came in and lit the shit up. Dak was a 4th-round quarterback with no expectations. I'm not putting that on Danucci at all. I'm not saying that he is, but shit, you got if you got drafted and you in the league, you got some type of skill, you got some type of something that's supposed to make you be able to win a game at some point in time.
I don't know about that guy. Wasn't he Nate Peterman's backup at one point?
Oh my God, Nathan Peterman.
He's still in the league, right? Peterman? Was he still in the league?
Is he?
I think in school he was Nate Peterman's backup.
He went to James Madison. I don't know, but okay.
He transferred from
Pitt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then he might have been.
Yeah. So that was the reason why.
Peterman is in the league. He's 3rd string for the fucking Raiders.
But if it would happen, it has to happen by Tuesday?
Yeah.
It's the deadline. So I don't know.
Al, let me ask you this, Al. So all right, so let's say you were the GM for the Cowboys, right? And let's say y'all pick in the draft next year top 5, because y'all probably gonna make the top 5.
All right, go ahead.
What position would you go with your first pick in next year's draft, 2021? If the Cowboys had the top 5 pick, let's say you got the 3rd pick, what position you going?
Without knowing me myself, I'm either going personally. I mean, knowing if Ty Smith and Lyle Collins are coming back, I'm either going D-line or I'm going safety.
Yeah. It's definitely defense.
You gonna go safety top 3?
Once again, you throw out variables, and I don't know who is going to be the top 3 safety or whatever.
But I need to know because I need to know.
But just to let you know, we still gonna win the division.
Oh shit!
All right. No, we going.
I mean, we bragging about like I mean,
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It ain't like I'm jumping out on too far of a limb. We 2-5, and the person ahead of us is 2-4. What have you? It ain't like I'm going too far.
There you're not. It's a good year for that.
I would say like the worst case scenario for everybody else in the division is these niggas bottom out and fuck around and get Trevor Lawrence because Dak Prescott is in limbo. He has an injury. They don't want to try to pay him, and they try to make that jump and get Trevor Lawrence. That would be.
I can see that. And like Trevor Lawrence would be a good look for America's team. Like see all that shit.
That'd be Can you imagine him in the Cowboys uniform? That'd be crazy.
Even with those weapons and shit, man. CeeDee Lamb and all them motherfuckers, that'd be like a good look. Seriously, that motherfucker can play.
I know.
I don't even want to talk about that shit.
I don't either. That's made my stomach turn.
So how he would get marketed if he was the Cowboys quarterback. How much branding and like the media would just have field day with this nigga.
You think Palomalo and fucking Mahomes got Per Plus commercials? That nigga would take all that shit over. I'm serious right now, off the break.
So since we talking about Trevor Lawrence, then who y'all think going to win this Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes? Like who y'all got? Because there's some bad teams right now in the NFL. What'd you say, Randall?
I need the Jets to fucking step up and be the
some games.
No, because or they're gonna get them.
Yeah, I need them to be the worst team they can be.
But look, right? All right, so
keep doing you.
Hey, but look, right? So I was looking at it. So if the worst teams in the league, right? All right, so we can go with the Jets. They still got Sam Darnold. Do you think they're going to be willing to give up Sam Darnold?
I think
you think they're going to give up on him?
Yeah, because they're going to have like a whole new coach, GM, all that shit for real. They're going to break all that shit down.
Anybody with the first pick will get Trevor Lawrence. Like,
yeah, real talk.
Like, no matter what.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So look, so we got the Jets. That's they 0-7. Bengals. They clearly not going to take Trevor Lawrence though, because they just got Joe Burrow and he looked like he got some potential.
Who's
Jacksonville,
also nice.
Gardner Minshew does not have that job on lock. So I can definitely see if Jacksonville's some trash. I can definitely see them going ahead and getting them. The Broncos, they 2-4, but they would take him. They would definitely take him over.
I don't know. I feel like they really believe in Drew Lock though. Like I don't even understand that shit.
They seem to be invested in him, but I don't see it. I don't see it yet. Like as much.
I don't either. Really like,
but I just don't see it.
I just don't think he's good.
All right, Giants. You think the Giants gonna let go of Daniel Jones? You think so? I don't know, bro. As much as he turns the ball over, I see a lot of potential in Daniel Jones, though. I see a lot of potential.
But he has potential to get cut, though.
But he turns the ball over a lot, though. He does.
All right, I won't be surprised if he got cut.
Minnesota at 1-5 is definitely letting Kirk walk. They letting Kirk walk straight out of that bitch.
Oh yeah,
like
he out of there though.
Trust me. My wife, her brother and her father, they both diehard Vikings fans, and they don't fuck with Kirk like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Kirk he definitely out of there. Falcons. He from Georgia. You know the Falcons gonna take this nigga because he's from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? But if we was to say the team to win, the Falcons got a good enough offense to win some games this year. So even though they 1-6, I don't see them being the worst team in the league. I would have to say if I had to choose one team, I had to go with Jacksonville. I think because I feel like I can see, even though we all saying that everybody's going to take Trevor Lawrence, I could see the Jets going offensive line just to try to give Sam Darnold more like some top tier wide receiver.
No,
but Jacksonville, nah.
The only reason I said Trevor Lawrence is going to need a big market. That motherfucker is like a marquee name already. He's not gonna go like Jacksonville and die off like that. I don't see that shit happen. And he's actually good. I don't know.
I don't see no
Jacksonville, you die over there.
There's no situation in that bottom barrel of the league that's passing up on generational talent like Trevor Lawrence. Like there's nobody doing that.
But guess who we can't rule out though? The Redskins.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I could see us just doing. We've done it before, so let's not act like we can't.
Y'all think y'all finish worse than the Giants though?
But I'm talking about all right. At this point in time, I'm talking about trading.
Well,
I got you. Trade up for it.
This going to literally take like everything like that we have to trade up for him.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Because we're gonna be looking desperate, and like when you look desperate, people gonna hit you with everything.
But we already looking desperate.
That's the loan shark mentality.
Yeah, that's a good point. We are kind of looking desperate already.
We already looking desperate. We benched our second year quarterback that we drafted, right? We benched him already. We have a brand new coach, brand new offense. We got rid of our name. We right now we are in desperate mode, and right now we are desperate to have something go right. So I can see them doing something like that. Mortgaging in the future.
That's a good point.
And Trevor Lawrence has mobility, and I feel like just off that alone, he's the type of quarterback that Ron Rivera is going to want because he can move around a little bit,
No, he's accurate too.
I can see that happening. I can see that happening.
I got three teams that I think would mortgage their future on making a play for Trevor Lawrence. And stay with me. The Raiders in that new stadium in Las Vegas. I know they're 3-3. I'm like throwing out a little bit of records right now, so stay with me. The Raiders, the Colts, because I'm pretty sure they're not sold on Phillip Rivers after this year.
Not at all.
And then also I throw in the Saints. Drew Brees is up there in age, and Drew Brees might be at his time. So I know once again these are teams that need to mortgage their future for him. But I would put my money on one of those teams, like what I'm saying, making a play.
I like that Raiders one, especially just because John Gruden's going to groom his quarterbacks and shit. I could see the Indy because Phillip Rivers' time's about to be up. What was that last one?
The Saints.
Yeah, the Saints. I don't know because didn't they sign an old boy to that contract?
Jameis.
Yeah.
And Taysom Hill.
Yeah, Taysom Hill got a fat ass contract. So I don't know.
You gonna have to give me your next 4 years first round draft picks and this year's second.
That's loan shark. That's too much.
Hey, but don't forget
4 years.
Don't forget, yeah, that's bad. But don't forget, they also in the process right now. It's talking about, or of course it's speculation, but trading Mike Thomas, and then they still, I think they cap strung as well. So you know what I'm saying, like if you trade away one of your top tier assets, such as Thomas, I'm just throwing him out there, and you're already salary cap strung because of Drew Brees. Guess what? You are freed up, and you got a quarterback coming in on a rookie scale contract for at least 3 to 4 years where you don't have to pay him the same money that you have to pay anybody else. And I know it's
say that Michael Thomas rumor is for Indy too, isn't it? For the Colts.
Mm-hmm. What about Pittsburgh? Big Ben is on his last.
They don't need shit, man.
But they're gonna be winning. Like they're not gonna be nowhere near the first pick. They're gonna be like a top 6, 4 or 5 teams in the league this year.
It's a surprise. They're killing shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, go ahead.
It's like whoever Trevor Lawrence go to is going to cause a domino effect. So like if he goes to the Jets, then obviously like Sam Darnold, they talk about him going to Indianapolis. Or if he goes to the Cowboys, Dak Prescott is now up for grabs. Like it's like wherever he goes, it's going to cause a domino effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hopefully we can catch one of them dominoes because right now we suspect.
We need one. Like I said, I ain't willing to give up a first round pick potential franchise quarterback to bring in some backup guy, undrafted backup. Like if we don't have a franchise guy, let's go draft one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Groom him to be our guy.
Make the investment. I'm with you. I got enough to do that.
Keep him in our team for 10 to 15 years. You know, we want a 10 plus years type guy for once in our lives, and give us one time. You know, like
I got a question though. Like, so outside of Trevor Lawrence, like the couple quarterbacks that come after him, do you think those are like plug and play guys, or you think those are guys you got to groom?
I think
I think Trevor Lawrence I don't think Trevor Lawrence is a plug and play guy. I think you still got to groom your system around him too. Like I think that goes for all of them. I kind of feel like the days of the plug and play guys is kind of over. I feel like that's kind of like a lot of these coaches, they be having egos and they be trying to like establish themselves, establish their names in the school. Around the league. So those be the guys that try to force guys to run their offense because they more thinking about establishing themselves. But the smart coaches, they always going to adapt themselves to their players' abilities. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at that shit. So I say that for Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, all them niggas. I think you're gonna have to somehow mold your offense to those guys. You know.
But you're right though. Like
he's not perfect. He's not perfect. You know what I'm saying?
He can make the throws though. I've seen that nigga make some throws. He can make the throws.
He turned the ball. He misses some shit. He misses a lot of passes too though.
I was asking in Pacific of like Trey Lance because he's coming from like a real small school, don't really play nobody, and I wouldn't expect him to start off great. Kind of like because of Aaron Rodgers obviously, but Bryce Love, like if you'd have went to like a team start, I wouldn't see that working out in his favor. Like he has to be groomed like slowly.
Yeah. I agree with that.
What I will say, it's just highlights. Everybody look good in their highlights, but between Trey Lance and Jordan Love, Trey Lance just jumps out. You can see he's a kind of a special talent. And one thing I will say about his running ability, he run a little different from anybody I've seen because he's not like Cam Newton size, but he be dragging niggas, he be running over people. Like I ain't really, and he has like a special tackle breaking ability. It's not even elusiveness. He just gets niggas off him. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to describe it, but
it's like
a special skill set.
A little Steve McNair, a little bit.
Yeah,
he's just strong. I think that's the best way. He's just strong. You know what I'm saying? Strong. That's the best way to describe it. Yeah, but I do agree with you. He still has to be groomed. Don't get me wrong, but I do see something in him that you don't see in everybody else, though. I will say that, So, but yeah.
Shit, since y'all.
But even speaking on what you were saying, as far as even the domino effect where Trevor Lawrence might go, but just in general, like what athletes, what players you think need to change the scenery? Just need to completely just leave their organization, because we were saying that Dak might end up going somewhere else. Trevor Lawrence go to Dallas. Dak got to go somewhere else. There's a lot of other guys that might have to switch their situation. Who you got?
Man, I feel like it's coming up for Julio.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
That's what I said. I had Julio as my number one. It's time.
Bruh, it's time for him to roll out. I'm not even trying to be like, he even been to Super Bowls with them and all that. They came up short. Like, I feel like his time is like overstayed there. He been too loyal to them.
Yeah. Damn, Pete.
Yeah.
We was on the same page on that one. Damn.
Yeah, man. The frequency is strong.
I had a whole different sport. I got Devin Booker need to get the fuck out of Phoenix. Like,
oh, that is a good one though. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I agree, but I think Phoenix is on the come up though. Like about a year or two, them niggas is gonna be a problem. I think because remember they was playing real good in the bubble. But I agree with that because as good as he is, you don't really get to see him on TV because the Suns been some shit. Like that nigga drops buckets, but you don't get to see it. But I think that's a good one.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. That's a good ass one.
Another one too, and NBA. And this may be a little bit.
Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
This may be a little bit premature, but also in the NBA, he just got to get out of it. Wow. Well, did he already get it? I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. Donovan Mitchell, he got to go to a new market to actually,
Oh yeah, Salt Lake City. I don't think he got a new deal yet.
He He is like the new D Wade. Like he gotta get out of there.
Nah, he's nasty. Shit.
I'm going back to football. I'm gonna go Lamonte David. And the only reason I say that is I know he's a problem. I know he's a problem on the Bucks. But I just feel like he don't get no love. He don't get no shine. At first, he wasn't getting no shine just because they was the Tampa Bay Bucks and they wasn't getting no recognition. And now he's actually like a supporting piece alongside Devin White or on the defense that is overshined by Tom Brady and everything they're doing for the offense. So, like, if you watch the game, like, of course, you don't hear. I mean, every play just about it seems like you're hearing about Lamonte David, but even still, outside of that, it's like he's not a mainstay in the I guess on the NFL teams or whatever. But I think he's defensive player of the year. Like I think he has defensive player of the year like type of resume to be ongoing like multiple years off that Luke Kuechly, Bobby Wagner type still. But we just don't talk about him enough just because of the Tampa Bay Bucks, and now it's the Tampa Bay Bucks and their offense and everything they're doing on offense. But that's just one of them.
I feel like him and Devin White are like the same type player. Like they fucking twins.
54 and 45, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, as much as it pains me to say this, being like, you know, a DC sports fan, Brad Beal, I think he's a guy that needs to change the scenery. We've been watching a lot of these guys. I mean, honestly, it's for the same reason. It's for the same exact reason as Devin Booker, for the same exact reason as Donovan Mitchell. He's in his prime. How old is he? About 27. He's only going to be playing at this level for so long. And it's so funny when we've been hearing his name and trade rumors for the past couple of years because he would be that type of guy that you add to a championship caliber team that could take them over the edge. And I mean, obviously, as a DC, as a Wizards fan, I wouldn't want to see him go. But for him personally, as a athlete, as a person, it probably would serve him best to go to a different team, a better team. So but like I said, it's for the same exact reason y'all said Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. The nigga dropped.
That makes sense.
He averaged 30 points a game last year. If this nigga played somewhere else, he probably would have made the All-Star team. But because he was with us, he didn't make the All-Star team.
If he was on another team, if he was on any of them playoff teams in the East, he would have helped them so much. All the motherfuckers needed a shooter. They ain't have a shooter.
He's an old 27 too. Like a nigga been playing in the league since like 19. And
yeah, man.
And he plays
like a Florida product.
And he plays like the most minutes. So like, just like him and LeBron, like the most minutes.
And you watch the nigga play like he be going at it. You know what I'm saying? He be leaving it all on the court. So he don't want to just waste all his potential in DC unless we can get some. Unless we'll see what happened with John Wall come back. But I wouldn't be mad
too though. I think he needs to probably go.
Trade, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all.
Nah, I can get something for him. Real talk. He been hurt. He ain't played like 2 years.
I think my runner-up, since me and P had the same answer with Julio, I think my runner-up might be Deshaun Watson. And that depends on how the rest of this year goes. And I just feel like they didn't really do him any favors when he was there. You said what?
No, I said I ain't mad at that. That's actually I didn't think about that, but now you say that's actually a good person to say because I feel like the organization is not as underperforming for his level of player. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not playing.
Yeah, he was my runner.
It seemed like it's a lot of like chaos in that organization.
Shit, throw JJ Watt in there too. Guy like that.
Oh, true. That's true too.
JJ Watt out there too, man. He got a role. He been so fucking hurt and everything else, man. He don't need to be there no more. I bet you if JJ Watt was on a contender, because he does just enough. Like he'd be all right, he'd be straight. Get him a ring.
Yeah.
Should send him to Green Bay, his home city and shit. What? That'd be crazy.
So honestly, that wouldn't to go back one of the topics, that wouldn't be you couldn't suppose the Texans are in that Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes.
Well, I guess they did just pay Deshaun, but they got a whole new.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They did just pay him.
Yeah, and I think they might have even lost their first round pick this year with that.
The trade.
Yeah, with one of those dumb trades, but I don't think they did.
God damn.
They fucked up somewhere.
But if they get him, I mean, shit, we can give this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Shit. Hey, so since you brought back up Deshaun, real quick, Deshaun is under 25. What quarterbacks under 25 would you want to start with? I know Marcus just said not too long ago, you know what I'm saying? Like having a quarterback that's been in your system for 10 to 12 years is a rarity. I feel like with a guy under 25, if you could start a franchise, who would you start your franchise with? Not named Patrick Mahomes or not named Lamar Jackson. That quarterback.
I'm gonna go. I thought about this. What you say, Randall?
Deshaun Watson is 25, so you can't use him. You gotta be under 25.
He is 25. Yeah. I mean, but yeah. But all right. So under 25, I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray. I like what I see from him. I like his arm strength. I like his poise. Number one. I think you can just tell by his demeanor. This nigga's played a lot of football. He's been an athlete his whole life. He's been on every stage. He's seen it young, but he has so much poise. He reminds me of Russell Wilson. Like, you know how Russell Wilson to be shaking on the field? Like, I see that in Kyler Murray at a young age. Like I said, strong arm, quick feet, can get out of danger. The only knock on him is his size, but he's been so successful at every level that really don't matter. So I would go with Kyler Murray. And number two, before anybody else go, honorable mention, just off straight athletic ability, arm strength, just Justin Herbert, man. That nigga look like he gonna be nice.
Hey, that motherfucker be balling. Hey, that motherfucker be balling.
Like his size, his arm strength, like all that shit. He looked like in his athletic ability, he can run. That motherfucker run like a 4.5. So Justin Herbert, just off his straight talent wise, he would be my honorable mention. But go ahead.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, and even to talk about Kyler Murray, man, I like how he was getting his people hyped up. You saw that shit, how he was getting at the offense on Monday night because they didn't make a block. It was like a couple receivers and shit. Like, he was getting at them. After that shit, the whole game changed. That's what's like so crazy about that. He a little nigga, but he's like efficient. I can't even really knock him. He be on his shit. He remind me of Russell Wilson be on his shit too, but like Kyler Murray killing shit. I still like Josh Allen personally, even though he be fucking up. Like, he always has a moment in the game where he be fucking up. I think he like 24 or but
that's about right.
Yeah. He's all right.
Yeah.
I build on him.
For real, right now it's hard to go against Joe Burrow for me. Like, I like what I'm saying out of Joe Burrow. I know these Bama's is losing games. Joe Burrow's putting up some numbers in Cincinnati, in Cincinnati of all places. I know he's still and without a prime AJ Green that we used to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, AJ Green used to do numbers. It was like 200 yards a game or what have you. But now, like, literally, it seemed like he's just spreading the ball around, letting Tyler Boyd get that jump, T. Higgins get it, and AJ Green isn't getting any catches like that. So I like Joe Burrow right now.
Yeah, I'm a rock with Kyler Murray. Stop playing. Stop playing. That nigga is on some next level shit right now. And the thing, you know what I do like about it too? It's like, and I know that the coaches, they, you know what I'm saying, him and Kyler Murray, they have history, but it's like, damn, that was like a perfect situation for that dude, yo. Like, that was the perfect situation for him to go to. Just like it was the same thing with Patrick Mahomes going to Andy Reid in Kansas City. It's like the perfect.
He was handpicked.
Yeah, it was like the perfect situation.
He was handpicked, yeah. Andy Reid traded up to get Mahomes. He knew what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
He knew what he was doing. Go ahead, Randall. Who you got?
I got Kyler Murray. Just like it just feel like he just his feel for the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's way
mature.
Yeah. Like he likes his situational awareness, like like how many, what's needed at that point in time. Like he's just ahead of the curve. And then behind that, I was going to say Justin Herbert, but Joe Burrow is somebody that's like for real by the definition of somebody taking their lumps. That motherfucker is taking his lumps and he's learning like the whole way. Like, he's getting folded and
Nah, real talk. He been getting blasted.
And he done took some shots.
Hey, but then, as Randall said, did you see what he said? I think it was against the Eagles when he got blasted, and then the next play or something, maybe sometime sooner, he Sled was like, "Y'all motherfuckers not hit me again." Like literally, was Mike was like, "Y'all motherfuckers not hit me again." I learned my lesson.
Yeah, man. But he's good though. He's gonna be good.
Hey, speaking of sliding, Kyler Murray can slide his little ass off and get out of danger. Like,
he used to play baseball.
Player. Like that nigga gets down effortlessly. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
if they counted yards after slide, he'd be like at least like plus 200 yards right now in his career. This nigga slide for 4 yards.
That's what's going to keep him around. You know, small as he is, I don't really. You probably not going to take too many big hits head on. You know what I'm saying? Not too many. So
if they calculated his escape routes, like when he's actually about to be sacked and shit too, that should be up there too. Like I know him and Lamar's probably up there, but like his little escape he thinking about and his little feet just be chugging along, just be chugga.
Yeah, I feel like he don't like getting hit, so he makes sure he just like he gets low. He gets out the way quick.
And I'm sure he's been playing like that his whole life.
Yeah,
and it's funny, like when this nigga play, it looked like he just playing. He looked like he just playing backyard football. Like when you watch him play, he looked like he just be out there winging it. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga's nice. Like he's nice.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with them. We called out Arizona earlier in the year, one of the teams, like surprise teams for real. I remember that. We were talking about Kyler Murray and all that shit. Them getting Hopkins. So they already coming through right now, but I feel like they might get a spot. It's just their division is tough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because San Fran, for whatever reason, they decided to show the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
They woke up. They've been getting spanked too. But they woke up.
I was like, God damn. But we'll see.
We'll see. In Seattle, I think Seattle gonna win that shit though. It's either gonna be like Seattle or the Rams. But I feel like Seattle probably get that their division.
Wait, so if the playoffs is eight teams?
7.
So the first two get a how does that go?
I think only one team gets the bye week. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wild card about to be crazy.
It's gonna be a good year for football, playoff football. It's some squads.
Hey,
well, go ahead.
B, you talking about San Fran popped out of nowhere, and they popped out of nowhere to beat the Dogs, the New England Patriots. And result of that game, Cam Newton got benched. So,
yeah, like that's the type of ass whooping they put.
Like he was like a highly talked about free agent. Yeah, he was a highly talked about free agent, and now I don't know. Do you see him potentially not finishing the season?
Damn. So Brian Hoyer starting next game?
I don't know if they said that for sure, but
nah, I think they said that for now Cam Newton is starting the next game, but he still got his ass benched. I don't know. I feel as though if any quarterback, unless you're Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Pat Mahomes, nigga, you throw 3 picks, it's a wrap. Sit down. We gonna start again next week. You know, this is not your day. This is not your day.
Right.
But at the same time, though, it's not like Cam was lighting the world on fire before that. And that's what makes it a little bit more dicey because, I mean, he's a little suspect. I mean, what's their record?
I don't know. I think that's only his second game back, though.
You say that's his second game back?
Yeah, I think he just get back from the COVID shit.
Well, he need to cough that.
I mean, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. I don't think none of them really have like a good rhythm. Like all the games that I see with New England, they always like losing. They never be ahead. They're never like efficient like they normally would be, or how they used to be in the golden years.
Yeah, I don't know. That's. We'll see. We'll see if how quick Bill Belichick's hook is because it's not like they really have a viable backup. Like who they really gonna go to?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's like, and they're the Patriots, so who knows?
I expect them to use Cam up.
Wow.
I mean, I think. I think that Cam, you know, I guess I feel like he kind of deserves like has earned that kind of space in the league where if he throw a 3 interception game, you still give him another opportunity. You don't just, you know, be like, nigga, it's a wrap. You threw your first 3 interception games because quarterbacks, you know, they throw a 3 interception games. That shit that happens every week. Just somebody throws 3 interceptions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit happens. That's not like a rare thing to happen. You know what I'm saying? So. But like you said, Brian, he wasn't lighting the world on fire before, so I think that's kind of what led to it. The offense wasn't performing that well, and then he threw 3 picks, so that's like, you know, that's what makes it look worse. But as far as him just being like, oh, this nigga's done, like fuck him for the rest of the season, like, nah, I think that'd be kind of ridiculous. But I mean, I don't know. But the thing I will say though is that him getting benched does show that it's not a guarantee that he's gonna be that quarterback next year because they only signed him to a 1-year deal. Which leads me to believe that it's a possibility this nigga can stick to the Redskins next season too. That's still a possibility. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and I'm pretty sure that the goddamn Patriots got what 2 or 3 first-round picks some kind of ways or how the fuck they stack picks, and them motherfuckers could be in the running for quarterback too. You know,
that's a good point.
Bill Belichick handpicking his quarterback. Wow.
That'd be a fucking problem.
That would be a
problem. That's crazy.
But I just don't think Cam hasn't looked the same since, and he hasn't looked the same since COVID. You know, he hasn't looked the same since COVID. And then also you add into the fact that I mean, I know he has Julian Edelman and the kid, but I don't think he has no like real top receivers either. So I mean, and I don't know, man.
I don't necessarily think Cam's been the same since that shoulder injury in Carolina.
Well, I mean, but no. All right, so the first couple of games, like they were in their games. I think they won that game against of course. I mean, not
running the ball though. They were running the ball. Like,
right, but that's what I'm saying. But that game against the Seattle game, yeah. I feel like he had a good game against Seattle. I don't want to say, I'm not gonna say he was like a 300-yard passer or anything of that sort. But I feel like he had a good. I mean, like there was a good balance in that game. And I know once again, I know Seattle secondary. They might not have been as hurt as they are now, but I think, like, you know what I'm saying, since then, as we've seen, the numbers have spiked. I don't know if it's just been like bad games or if actual COVID has something to do with it. But yeah, I mean, but at the same time, at the same point too, Randall, they did lose some of their top running backs because I know Sony Michel's out, and then they got a couple other running backs out as well. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, you got to surround Cam with talent. Cam ain't the type that's going to make everybody else around him better. You know, you got to surround him with talent. And that's what he had when they went on that Super Bowl run. They had a hell of a defense. He was throwing he had an outlet receiver in his tight end. He liked to throw the tight end with Greg Olsen. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, he was straight. You know? He had Steve Smith. So, like, you got to surround that cat with talent, you know?
Hey, Al, you talking about the Seahawks game, he threw for like over like 300 some yards, but it looked like the Seahawks is not the same team we used to seeing. Like they've been giving up a lot of points.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. I said their secondary, and I said I don't think their secondary was as bad or hurt as they are now. But we know their secondary, and we know their defense isn't the Legion of Boom or that Super Bowl, those Super Bowl teams. Yeah. But I don't know, man. I feel like Cam. He brings out the best in his teammates, but at the same time, he still needs somebody that's able to get separation at the wide receiver route. Like, and yes, you have Judah and Edelman in the slot, but Cam, the way Cam, we've seen it, the way Cam throws the ball, like Cam overthrows people. And if you got 5 and Julia Edelman sitting in the middle of the field,
margin of error.
Overthrow as a pick to the safety, and the safety's just sitting there like, thank you, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Cam is just Cam,
We'll see how the season play out, but I will say it's no guarantee that he's gonna be back in New England next season, though. I will say that.
Yeah, that's a dicey one like that. Damn.
So how we do last week, Randall?
The Flight Room Podcast went 6-11.
Yikes!
6-11, yeah, I mean it's not bad. It ain't great,
but we could do that.
Not up to our standards of going 8-10 and 8-11 in consecutive weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. If you got a problem with 6-11, and you had no problem with 8-10, fucking suck our dicks. But
this is the thing. This is the thing about last week. That was a strange week, though, in some of them games. Like, because I had Vegas +4 in the Tampa Bay game. It was +4 until like 6 minutes in the fourth quarter, and then fucking Tampa Bay just blew that shit open. Shit was crazy. There was another game too that was crazy like that. Damn, what other game went like that?
Hey, P, guess what I now have to take into consideration that I forgot about? The fucking weather, bro. Like, when I saw that Denver game, I was like, oh fuck.
Hey, P.
Bro, it was snowing.
I was texting early in the morning and asked him, like, what was the weather out there?
Yeah, it was. I was like, yeah, it's snow for real. That shit's not a lie.
It's snowing?
Yeah,
there's no way I would have started.
But that helped me out. That helped me on my fantasy because Mahomes wasn't doing shit. They were just handing out the ball anyway for real. Like special teams, other shit was coming through.
Special teams, they deep.
And the little bogus little over unders too. So I think maybe somebody picked the Steelers and the Titans to go under 50.
Yeah, Corey did. He's wilding. I think Pittsburgh averaged like 28 points.
But then there was a missed field goal that would have pushed it over, and then the missed field goal at the very end of the game, and then the Packers and the Texas game. I think the over under for that one was 56, and it ended up being 55. So
yeah. I know. I'll be looking at all the details in these shits now. Like, but yeah, we'll still be in it this week. This week's gonna be a solid week right here. I feel like.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right.
Got some good ones. That fucking Jets one is crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like they probably will get their ass beat.
I don't know. Jets be playing tight D sometimes, though.
Yeah, I don't know about by a dub. Like, damn. That shit's crazy.
Pause.
No.
Oh shit! Can't say nothing around y'all.
Hey yo, these are 19.5 point favorites over the Jets, yo.
Yeah, I know. That's wild.
I know you just said that, Phil, but 19.5 point favorites, dog.
Even the 48, like, damn, that's it. 48 that's not hard to cover either. Shit, the Chiefs put up like 30.
I would even consider taking that.
Yeah, like even that ain't even the one I'm looking at either. That's what I'm saying. Like I'd fuck around with that game.
Yeah, I might fuck with this Vikings and Green Bay.
Told you about the Seahawks too last week too. They're not right.
That's gonna be a good game this week. That's a divisional game. Yeah.
Oh, I know where I'm going. All day. I'm ready.
Hold up.
Corey not on here, but we know who he going with.
Right.
Who they playing? Oh, the Ravens? That's going to be a tough one.
Oh.
I don't know. Ravens had a bye week. They might beat them.
That Rams and Dolphins one, that's interesting.
Yep, that one too. Yep, saw that one too.
Trying to watch that one.
But I don't know what Tua can do. That's the only thing.
That's why.
Fuck. If it was Fitzpatrick, I put the bread up. Because they cover 46. That's nothing. 23 points apiece.
I'm gonna make a lot of money this weekend.
Yeah, no, this is a good week right here. It was a great week. Even that Cleveland and the Raiders game, that should be straight.
Yeah.
They've been covering. Even this Thursday night, we'll see what happens with that. Atlanta and Carolina. Detroit and Indy, they're giving Detroit 2.5.
Yeah.
You can probably steal that. The Saints probably beat Chicago though. 44. I'd take the over. Even though Chicago cannot score. That's a tough team to cheer for. Fuck. If you're a Bears fan, I feel sorry for you. Them niggas suck. Their defense is good, but that's a tough squad to watch.
You know the crazy.
I got my picks. Let's rock. Let's do it.
Y'all want to start? Y'all want to lock them in?
Let's lock them in.
Yeah, let's lock them in.
Go ahead, B. You already ready? Go ahead, B.
I am going to take the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions under 50.
Under 50.
Yep.
Spicy.
And I say that just simply because Indianapolis, their defense is pretty fucking good. And Detroit, I don't know. I just see that game being like a back and forth, just kind of ground and pound. Pause.
Okay, sir. Free pass on the pause.
Yes, I said pause.
Marcus, who you got? Lighthouse.
Give me the over on that Minnesota and Green Bay game.
Over 54.5. Locking. Hey, Al. What do you have, Al?
So let me get the Chargers at the Broncos, and then also let me double down and get the over for the Pittsburgh and the Ravens at 46.5. Let me get the over on that one.
Over 46.5.
I was looking at that.
I do like that one.
Yeah.
And P, who you got?
I'm gonna take Green Bay minus 6.5.
Ooh-wee, divisional.
Yeah. Minnesota's not even gonna put up no points for real. I don't feel like that's why I'm not even messing with the
so?
54.
Minnesota gonna put up.
They're disappointed, man. They're
Minnesota
disappointed.
might fuck around and win that game. I feel like
Against Green Bay?
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Man, Green Bay is a pretender to me, man.
This like their first home game in a minute too. All right, we'll see. Like I said, I'm taking them 6.5.
Yeah.
Then I also like the Chargers minus 3 against the Broncos.
Uh-huh.
And then I also have, I don't know if I want to, I think I have an upset special with Cincinnati and Tennessee. I think Cincinnati can hang with them. Tennessee been giving up a lot of fucking points. Joe Burrow been balling, and they're plus 5.5.
Plus 5.5. That's one possession.
Yeah, I know. So I think I'm gonna take Cincinnati to plus 5.5 on that one.
I like that.
Yeah.
I agree with y'all on the minus 3 for the Chargers. I'm also going to buy a 0.5 on the Tampa Bay. So I'm going to put it down to 10. Minus 10 over the Giants. I'm rocking with Corey. I hope you see this. I'm going with the Ravens plus 3.5. And the Raiders at plus 2.5. Cleveland, like they playing like too many miracle games. I'm not, you know what I mean? And then the Raiders need to bounce back. Yeah, that's what I got. Raiders.
That'll be a good game too.
Hey, Randall, before you close out, P just did something, and I think I like it, and I want to do an upset special as well. Let me put an upset special.
Yeah, I got one too. Yeah.
My upset special for the week: the Chicago Bears. Go Bears.
What?
The points or the money line?
The points.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an upset special. Mine is going to be. I'll take the Giants plus 10.5.
Oh.
Damn, that's a lot. They gave the Giants a lot.
And the Giants defense is I just feel like they're going to keep it a close game.
They've been in some close games. They just lose at the end.
All right.
Even their last Thursday night against Philly, that was a 1-point loss. I think the week before was what? Did they lose?
No, they beat.
Oh no, they beat. Yeah, they beat y'all. And then the week before that, they lost. I think the close one.
What was y'all first loss to, P?
Yeah, week 1. Oh, you did that on purpose? Shit, fucked us all up. The year been fucked up since.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's our locks of the week, and yeah, I mean, if you roll with us since week 1, you're on top. You got to bet even units though. Don't get too greedy. Stay disciplined. Bet even units. This is the 5th quarter.
Episode 1.
5th quarter podcast. Premiere episode 1. This is the Flight Room Podcast. Stay tuned. We got good shit coming.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.